Hey everyone, FB here to bring you a cast of the Nations Cup 10 group stage match South Korea versus Czech Republic. This is round 3 of the group stage, and before we go live with the match, let's take a look at the previous results. Last week, Brazil took on South Korea and managed to barely defeat them with a 2-1 score after going to tennis mode on the last map. Czech Republic lost 7 rounds against Romania, but in the end managed to win all 3 maps. With those results, right now this is a very close group, with the Netherlands and Czech Republic topping the rankings with 3 points each, followed by Romania with 3 points as well, Brazil with 2 points and South Korea with 1 point. And here are all the groups, with France and Austria leading in Group A, Spain and Slovakia topping Group B, and in Group D it's Poland and Belgium with the most points. Lastly, as for the format for this tournament, for those not familiar with it, it's played in 3 vs 3 and a best of 3, with 1 map win giving the team 1 point. Every sub-match is played to 7 with tennis mode, which means that if the score is 6-6, you have to win with 2 points, and the map packs consist of 3 maps that are played over 2 weeks. Top 2 from each group will qualify to the upcoming playoffs. The first map will be Shikadai, made by Dexter and Luke. The world record is 101.561 by Horeni, and we are starting here. I thought at least, no, it's gonna be 1 more warm-up, so that gives me a bit more time. Was a bit surprised there, since only 1 warm-up was called, but let's just take a look at the Dedi as we are waiting here for the match to start. We see that Horeni got the fastest time, as mentioned. Then Fuzzy is at top 9 with 0.77, Snappy is at top 10 with 0.77 as well, and Sharif is at top 13 with 0.81. Those are the only players in the Dedi. We also see the lineups here for South Korea. It's gonna be Onicole, Doom and Fuzzy. Doom and Fuzzy I do know from participating in my race. Fuzzy has been top 10 before, and I believe Doom has also been in top 10, so they are pretty good players. Not so sure about Onicole though, so we'll see how he will do. Fuzzy, of course, the most known Korean player, I would say, and of course is in the Dedi with a pretty good time, so he will have to play well for South Korea if they want to give this Czech Republic team a fight. They will have a lineup of Flyer, Sheriff and Danik B, I'm guessing. I would say that is maybe their strongest team on paper, although Snappy did have a time in the Dedi, so I guess it's kind of likely he will be playing. Onicole is apparently an RPG player, and actually that rings a bell. I do recognize that. So we'll see how we will do on these tech tracks as we are starting. Going live into the first round, South Korea versus Czech Republic in Nations Cup 10. Here we go, and let's follow Fuzzy, who gets the best start together with the Flyer. Looks like it was Danik B, Sharif and Flyer playing, so Snappy, despite having a good time, not playing here for Czech Republic, but this is a very good lineup though for Czech Republic. Flyer, perhaps their most known player, but Danik B and Sharif also very skillful. Danik B recently joining Team Acer as a trial member. As we see Fuzzy dropping down, got a no drift in that corner. Also Onicole has made a mistake. It's Flyer and Sharif in the lead, and Flyer hits the pole. All the players will pass him, but we still see Czech Republic with the advantage. Sharif and Danik B keeping first and second. As we are nearing the end, Sharif with the lead 46 hundredths ahead of Danik B, who in turn is 1.5 seconds ahead of Onicole, who's doing the best for Korea right now. Sharif will take it 101.98. I think times under 102 is pretty good on this track. So the first point will go to Czech Republic. Actually it says 2-0 here. So they will have to remove a point. They could do it though while we play these matches or these rounds. They don't have to stop it, but I guess they will still do that. So we'll see if they will be able to do that or not. So this is not live. There we see the end round as well by Sheriff. And it's still not live. Just have to add the point manually. I don't know it by heart, but it shouldn't be too difficult. Actually, maybe the point system was wrong as well. I didn't see that. So in that case, they would have to... Yeah, okay, so that was also wrong. Should be fixed now. Yeah, it's 1-0, so they will have to fix that as well if they want to. Maybe no, they don't. But yeah, there is a command to fix that. It's not too difficult. Can just look it up quickly here. Alright, anyways, we are starting again. I don't know if they're gonna just ignore that first round or not. I guess they will. Or not. Okay. Should be fixed now. Czech Republic in the lead with 1-0. Hopefully the points are correct. And we can continue this match. Following Danik B this time. He's wearing a very big tag. Flyer as well, actually. They will go up to first and second place. You see that Onikol has fallen down slightly for South Korea. But Fuzzy is doing well, and so is Doom, who goes up to second place. Fuzzy now battling for second with Danik B. And he builds up good speed after the platform. Flyer, though, in the meantime, has extended his lead at first place, so that's going to be important. But Doom goes up to second. However, since Onikol is at 6, this is only 10 points for South Korea and 11 points for Czech Republic, so still need to have something happen here, but instead it's Danik B who comes back in the end and passing both of the red players, although he will have a slow last turn. So Doom and Fuzzy will take second and third, still though not enough since Onikol is 2 seconds behind. So Czech Republic with their second point. Although it says 1-0, I'm confused. So I guess we did reset the scores completely. I think they may have, they may need to redo adding the score, because if you do it while you like restart the map, it doesn't count. So maybe they'll do that. We see here that Onikol and Doom has made early mistakes in the next round. The third one should be. Sheriff at first place for Czech Republic, Flyer following closely, and then Fuzzy at third place. Let's go through this left-hander platform. Danik B keeping fourth place is looking very good for Czech Republic once again. No huge mistakes here from the South Korean players, but still a bit behind. The Czech Republic team is doing really good. Fuzzy is gonna go for first place. He will take it. 102.23, a good effort there from Fuzzy. But Sheriff, Flyer and Danik B all with pretty decent times, leaving no chance for South Korea. And now Czech Republic in the lead with... I'm just gonna say it's 2-0 now, because they are not adding that extra score. So let's just say that it is 2-0 here. As we see Fuzzy with a bad start. I think he maybe clipped the wall, and Onikol will hit the checkpoint. Already 2 red players down. Only Doom remaining. But he is behind all 3 blue players, with Danik B leading. Good turn here though from Doom. But then loses his momentum in the next corner. Still at 4th place. Need to see some mistakes from the Czech Republic players. But right now they are doing really well in this round. So close to each other, and also Doom hits the wall, will respawn. Yeah, this is an impressive performance right now by Czech Republic. Oh, okay, Flyer almost hit the wall, but still keeping his 3rd place. Coming up to the ending, this is gonna be a very good round as Riff drops down a bit in the end, but still very, very good here by Czech Republic. 102.19, 0.28 and 0.40, leaving no chance for South Korea. We now got the lead with 3-0. I wouldn't say South Korea are doing that badly. At least Fuzzy and Doom are able to keep up with the Czech players here, but yeah, it's hard to do anything when you simply see no mistakes at all from the blue team. Oh, and as I say that, Flyer gonna go into the wall and falls down a lot. Onicole in the meantime with a very good start here. Best one so far. See if he can last all the way to the end. Sheriff will pass him up on the platform. Then we have Doom at 3rd place, Fuzzy at 5th, currently in favor of South Korea, on their way to win their first point in the match. But still a couple of corners left here as Onicole mistimes the turn. That's gonna cost him a lot. Yeah, this is no longer in their favor. Czech Republic on their way to win their 4th point in a row. Sheriff this time wins it 102.11, with Doom setting pretty good time, 102.62. Then Danik B and Flyer follow ahead of Fuzzy, who also seems to have dropped down, and Onicole, who made that mistake. Let's take a look at the team scores. And we see here that Flyer has collected the most amount of points with 18. Sheriff got 17 points. Danik B with 16. Fuzzy with 15. Doom with 14. And Onicole only with 4 points so far. The fastest time is 102.11 by Sheriff. So still no time under 102 as we continue this match. See that Flyer and Danik B got the best start. Both Sheriff and Fuzzy will crash. Sheriff though crashed a bit harder than Fuzzy, who keeps 5th place, less than 1 second behind Flyer in the lead. But still looking good though for Czech Republic to go up to a 5-0 lead, keeping 1st and 2nd place. Quite far ahead of the South Korean trio, with Doom being the closest of them. Sheriff still far behind at 6th place, but at this point it doesn't really matter as we are nearing the finish line once again. Danik B with a strong finish, able to pass Flyer, takes 1st place with a time of 102.26, Flyer with 0.30, ahead of Doom, Fuzzy, Onicole and Sheriff. And Czech Republic now 2 points away from winning the first map with a clean 7-0 score. I feel like South Korea could potentially win at least 1 point here, but I guess maybe we have to see 2 mistakes in a round from Czech Republic for that to happen. Doom falling down in the start. Oh, as Danik B lost his grip, still able to avoid the pillar though, and will keep 4th place just ahead of Onicole. Oh, there goes Sheriff. And Fuzzy is actually keeping 1st place at the moment, just ahead of Flyer. Losing a bit of speed on the platform, but still in close pursuit. Oh, as he gets a bump. Danik B will pass him because of it. And suddenly, this is once again looking to be in favor of the Czech Republic team. Wow, what a massive crash by Flyer. Went straight into the wall and made a huge flip there. Oh, and I think this is gonna be South Koreans' 1st point. Yes, Onicole, Fuzzy and Doom finishing at 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Had Flyer not crashed, that would have gone to Czech Republic instead, but South Korea will get on the scoreboard at 5-1. As we jump into the 7th round. Oh, and already Doom and OnlyCall. Actually, not OnlyCall, he's still in it, but Doom did drop down, and then OnlyCall with a bad turn, leaving Fuzzy alone, surrounded by his opponents. He could potentially take first place again here, but not gonna matter. Need to see one of the blue players drop, preferably 2 of them. Now Fuzzy will see Sheriff passing him with a better exit. OnlyCall and Doom still far behind. Danik B has dropped down a bit. Oh, and Flyer will drop down even more. That's gonna allow OnlyCall at least to pass him. Doom still behind. Can Fuzzy take first place here? That could make all the difference, but right now still in favor of Czech Republic. Sheriff is keeping that first place coming up to the end. Looks like he will defend his position. 102.05 is a solid time. Fuzzy also with a good time, 0.14, but not enough. As we also see Flyer able to defeat OnlyCall in the end. 6-1, it's map point for Czech Republic. Or not? Alright, I guess they did count that first point, but they should have added it to the scoreboard. Anyways, whatever. That's gonna be the end of the match. Czech Republic will take it 7-1 on the first map. And we are moving on to the second map. So let's see, it looks like it's gonna be this one. It's called View from Above. It's made by Tom Zan, and the world record is by Sheriff, 56.091. So let's see if Sheriff will be playing. He is warming up at least. So is Danik B and Flyer, so Czech Republic looking to keep their same lineup. For South Korea though, only Fuzzy is still on the server, so we may see some new players here for South Korea. Who of course is in a completely different time zone. That's why we are playing so early, so they can play on a somewhat normal time. I think it's pretty late for them right now. Maybe like 11 or something like that. But yeah, it's nice to see though that the opponents are willing to play on a different time compared to the default time, just to allow these nations that aren't in Europe so they can play these matches as well. I know, you know, we also got Australia and New Zealand and also Brazil that are affected by this, so it looks like we'll see 2 warm-ups, and we also have the lineup for South Korea ready now. Min 2002 and Weave will replace the 2 other players, and we'll have a couple of warm-ups for them. Let's see how they will do. And let's also take a look at the Daddy. We see here that Sheriff of course keeping first place, and then Flyer is at second. So Czech Republic more than ready for this match. Looks like they are the only 2 in the Daddy though. None of the other ones found. But yeah, based on that, Czech Republic may have the upper hand. And it's going to be a difficult task here for South Korea. I think if they can win a couple of rounds, they may be satisfied with that. This track I think is a bit more difficult than the other one, which could mean that we will see a bit more mistakes from Czech Republic. On that first track they were very consistent and seldom made any mistakes. I believe we are okay. We are going to see one more warm-up before starting. Yes, this track is made using custom objects possible by the ESL competition title pack. So you need to have that installed to be able to play on it. It's cool though to see something a bit different, especially from a caster perspective, because otherwise the tracks all kind of just look the same, you know, which I think is not that good. I really like it when the tracks got a bit personality to them. Of course, with this 3v3 format, I feel like Czech Republic may actually be a strong contender to win the whole thing, because they do have a lot of strong players. Besides these, they also got, well, I don't know if he's in the lineup, but Neo is a very strong player. Who else do they have? They also have Kappa and Kubais. So, I mean, on paper they got a pretty strong lineup. And I feel like that's the case for many nations, so yeah, France better watch out. I feel like they may actually lose their title this year. But that's gonna be the last warm-up. We are starting again, as I realized I didn't add the score, so I better do that now. Let me just do that. 7-1 was the score on the first map in favor of Czech Republic, and we are moving on now to the second map, View from Above by Tom San. And Fuzzy says he would be happy for 1 point. And yeah, based on the Daddy and the experience by these Czech Republic players, I would say I would agree with that. It's gonna be really difficult here for South Korea, but let's see how it will go as we are live into the first round following Min 2002. Who gets a decent start, actually goes up in the lead even. Really good start here from Min. Sheriff and Flyer with slightly better trajectories maybe, but Min keeping his speed and still keeping up. Oh, Danik B stumbling a bit in the downhill, still able to avoid the wall though. We see that Weave and Fuzzy has dropped down a bit as the players all go for this right path. You can also go to the left, but it's a bit slower. Sheriff and Flyer now building up a bit of a lead ahead of Min, who's still doing fairly well in this round. Only 2300s behind first place. Danik B has dropped down a bit, still ahead of Fuzzy though, and we also see Weave 1.5 seconds behind. Min crashing just a few turns from the finish. Sheriff on his way to win first place with a time of 56.60. Very good time there from Sheriff. Also Flyer with a time under 57 seconds. And Fuzzy doing the best for his nation. So Czech Republic with the first point. Oh, is Neo Slovakian? Why do I think he's Czech Republic? I don't know. Sorry about that. Well, that explains why he's not in the team. But yeah, also Slovakia, of course, a very strong team with Tween, Haki Jr. and Neo. That would be a good team on paper, I would say. We see Flyer dropping down a bit. Sheriff, though, keeping first place. 1800s ahead of Danik B. No, never mind. Fuzzy has gone up to second place instead. And Flyer is at third, so still advantage Czech Republic. Beeb and Min both with pretty large mistakes as we are closing in on the end. Sheriff on his way to win for the second round in a row. It's going to be another good time here. 56.52. Really good effort so far by Sheriff. Danik B will take second, Flyer at fourth. And Czech Republic convincingly wins the second round. Starting the third one, Sheriff with a perfect score so far, 12 points. Let's see if he can make it another first place. Fuzzy has dropped down. Oh, but then Min has dropped down even more. He's far behind the rest. Almost 7 seconds, 2 checkpoints in total, I think. Yeah, Min looking to take 6th place. In the meantime, Sheriff and Flyer first and second. Sheriff though going too much to the right, had his wheels outside of the blue edge almost fell down in the water even. We also see Flyer dropping down, lots of players making mistakes. Danik B though keeping it together at first place, 1 second ahead of Fuzzy. Had Min and Weave not made such big mistakes, this could have maybe gone South Korean's way, but instead it's another blue point. Danik B takes first, Fuzzy at second, Sheriff at third, Flyer at fourth, Min on his way to finish at fifth. Oh, misses the finish. And here is Weave, who will not be able to finish. The timer will run out. So we saw there for once a pretty underwhelming performance from Czech Republic, but South Korea not able to take advantage of it. And the score is now 3-0. Oh, Danik B goes too close to the wall. Puts him about 1 second behind the first place, which is Flyer. 300s ahead of Sheriff. The Korean players close to each other this time. So this is looking a bit better as we see Flyer dropping down as well. In the drop, no one hits the wall. Sheriff and Fuzzy opting to go for the left path as we see Min losing speed. Not sure what happened there. Oh, and Weave goes into the wall and then into the pillar as well. Goes down all the way to the end. Fuzzy once again keeping second place, but it's not enough, and then has a bad turn, which is gonna allow Danik B and Flyer to pass him. Czech Republic with a good performance this time. Had South Korea played like this in the previous round, I think they might have won the round, but not enough. This time with Sheriff, Flyer and Danik B all setting pretty good times, 6500s between them. And that's gonna put the score at 4-0. Continues to be a really difficult match here for South Korea. See if they can get at least 1 point. Flyer with the best start this time, as we see Fuzzy, Min, also Weave losing a bit of speed. Top 3 now for Czech Republic, on their way to win another ace, as we see Flyer having not enough speed to make it. That's the risk you take when going for that faster right path. So he's gonna go down to 5th place, still somehow ahead of Fuzzy. He must have made a similar mistake. No, Fuzzy not passing Flyer, who I assume had to respawn there, but Sheriff and Danik B at 2nd and 1st place, coming up to the ending. Sheriff losing a ton of speed there, but still enough to keep 1st place. It's gonna go up to 28 points now in the team scores. And also got the fastest time, 56.52. Then Danik B with 23 points, Flyer with 18, Fuzzy again the best player for Korea with 17. Then we got Weave with 9, and also Min 2002 with 9 points. And we already see Min dropping down in the start. Continues to struggle here. Fuzzy will have to release his gas, I think, otherwise he would have hit the wall. Weave is doing pretty well. It's currently at 2nd place, with Flyer having built up a good lead. Coming up to this pretty difficult section of the track. All players will make the jump this time. Weave the only one going for the left pad, and as you saw, he didn't really benefit from it. Danik B passing Fuzzy as well, goes up to 3rd place. Sheriff and Flyer far ahead. Looks like Czech Republic will be reaching another map point. And Sheriff will maybe potentially set an even faster time. Let's see, yes, 56.47. Sheriff continues to perform well. And if he had a better start, then I feel like he could set times close to his own world record even. But yeah, it's clear that he's very confident on this track. So yeah, it's map point number 2 for Czech Republic. Flyer will hit the edge, and so we'll be behind. Let's see if South Korea could maybe get their first point here. Need to have a good team effort if they want to make it happen. Sharif and Danik B more than capable of still securing this point despite not Flyer being there to help them. Sharif building up good speed in the drop. Danik B realizing he didn't have enough speed goes for the left path instead. So does Weave. Here comes Fuzzy with good speed. Is at second place as Weave will get a no drift. That's not good. Also Min has disappeared. And Flyer is actually really close to him. Looks like we might see Czech Republic closing it out. Sharif is on his way to set an even faster time. Only 2200s now behind his own world record. 18 he gains on it even. 56.27 by Sharif. What a good time there. And Fuzzy will take second with a good time under 57 seconds. I believe that might have been his fastest one. But it ain't gonna matter. Czech Republic wins this time without losing a single round. So we are moving on to the third and final map, which is going to be Meltdown. It's another duo track. It's made by Nevermind and Pain. The world record is by previously mentioned Neo 101.101. Let's see if South Korea can maybe gather a bit more points on this one. But yeah, I mean, Czech Republic is definitely one of the stronger teams, I feel like, in this tournament. So it's not easy at all. Still very, very cool though to see South Korea play in this tournament. I think it's the first time they do so. You know, this game mainly has always been just big in Europe, but there's still been a lot of players elsewhere in the world, and South Korea have had a couple of good players. Fuzzy is definitely the one that most people know about. But yeah, of course, with the time zones, it just, you don't really see those players too often, which is a shame, but that's the world we're living in, so what can you do? But yeah, anyways, really, really cool to see them play in this tournament. And I hope they will consider participating next year as well. So we'll have a couple of warm-up rounds, maybe two. Looks like Doom is back playing for South Korea, and for Czech Republic we also see that ZZM will be playing instead of Sharif. So a couple of new players. This is gonna be the final warm-up. A quick look at the Daddy reveals that Danik B is the only one in it at top 14, 101.39. So also take a look at what other matches are remaining in this group. In round 4, Czech Republic will take on the Netherlands, and that will likely be decisive as to which team, which nation will take first place in this group and get the better seeding going into the playoffs. That one, I think, will be very, very important. We also have South Korea playing against Romania. Romania with a pretty good team. Nevermind and Royal, perhaps their most known players, could maybe give Czech Republic and the Netherlands a fight for one of the top 2 spots. We'll see. And then in round 5, the Netherlands are playing against Romania and Brazil are playing against Czech Republic. But that's gonna be the last warm-up of this match. South Korea versus Czech Republic in the group stage of Nations Cup 10. I guess we are live. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, CCM, Danik B and Flyer playing for Czech Republic, Min 2002, Doom and Fuzzy playing for South Korea, and here we go live into the first round following Danik B, who is the only player in the Daddy. And he will also get the best start out of the 6 players. There's a close pack of players though, only 1300s between them all. So let's see if South Korea could maybe do a bit better here. Doesn't look like it initially though. with Czech Republic occupying the top 3 positions. Fuzzy gets a bump as he was going down in the downhill and lost a bit of grip and thus a bit of speed. So looking promising for Czech Republic here to win the first point. Flyer and Danik B is at first and second, then okay, it's JHS playing here. It's not CCM, that is a tag. I didn't see his full nickname for some reason. So Flyer, Danik B and JHS will take first, second and third. Weird that you don't see the full nickname in tab. I thought you would always see it, like the name would just turn smaller, but I guess not. So yeah, that one did go to Czech Republic. 15-6 in the round score. Oh, and this time both Min and Fuzzy with some mistakes. Min especially, he's gonna be a couple of seconds behind the rest. JHS goes up to first, but then clips the wall and goes down to third place. Danik B has also made a mistake here for Czech Republic. Fuzzy is now 3 seconds behind. So Doom, the only one for Korea, doing somewhat okay at second place, half a second behind Flyer. So that was another opportunity for South Korea to win a point, since both JHS and Danik B did crash. Here's Flyer with a smaller lead. The Doom has actually caught up a bit. 5200s behind him. Coming up to the last turn, Flyer will take it. 102.26. Doom with 102.76, enough to take second ahead of Danik B and JHS. And then Fuzzy and Min 2002 at the bottom. It's gonna make it another blue point. 2-0 now in favor of Czech Republic. Starting the third round, following Flyer. Gets another pretty good start. It's really important that you don't go for too short of a line in that first turn, because then you won't make the jump. But all players will make it. Mindo has made a mistake, and also JHS. So one blue player and one red player down. Flyer and Danik B though, first and second. Fuzzy not too far behind. Could still come back from this with a strong finish. And then Doom at fourth place. Fuzzy though joining up with Doom, so again not enough here for South Korea. I feel like they are pretty consistent, but the times just aren't enough to challenge the Czech Republic players. Danik B with a good time, 101.72. Flyer 102.07, ahead of Fuzzy with 0.35, Doom with 0.71, and Min with 105.95. JHS at last place with 112. It's 3-0 now for Czech Republic. 4 points away from winning once again with 7-0. At least South Korea did win that first point on the first track, so they won't get completely dominated here. Always something. As we once again see the three blue players in the top. JHS now with a much better start. Danik B close behind, and then Flyer only 300s behind them. You see also that the Korean players are doing pretty good, with Fuzzy leading the group, and he will actually catch up to Flyer, maybe also passing him here with more speed. Looks like that is the case. Maybe not, but still a really close round here. Only 5100s between all 6 players, but you can definitely see the difference though in the ability to set fast times, as also Min did make a pretty big mistake there, so not going to be enough again for South Korea, but maybe their best effort so far on this track. Both JHS and Danik B with times under 102. Actually also Flyer, only 100 between all three players. So that was a really good effort from Czech Republic, and they're doing what they need to do here. Like, if South Korea are crashing a lot, then Czech Republic are also crashing a lot but still winning the rounds. And then if South Korea are doing well, Czech Republic are there to be in front of them with faster times. So that put the score at 4-0. 3 points away now for Czech Republic. And once again, they get a really good start. All three players are only within 600s. Min has now made a mistake. He's 2.5 seconds behind Flyer in the lead. Fuzzy and Doom half a second behind, so they are doing okay. Flyer almost hit the edge completely there, but only stumbled a bit and still kept most of his speed. JHS though will pass him. This is going to be another time under 102, I believe. Yes, 101.95 and 0.99 by JHS and Flyer. Danik B 8500s behind at third place, but another good effort there from Czech Republic, leaving no chance for South Korea. 5-0 now, and 2 points away from winning the map. And of course, this is Sunday, which is not the normal match time for Nations Cup. That is tomorrow on Monday. Sweden already played their match on Saturday against Argentina, so I'm gonna cast some other matches instead. Also this evening, Team Acer will not be playing since Swarm left a walkover, unfortunately, so I will be casting A-Core versus BBD instead. And meanwhile, we see here that Danik B and Flyer has taken the lead, with JHS keeping fourth place. Fuzzy is ahead at the moment. 3700s ahead of Flyer in the lead. Not many turns left to go now. Doom has also made some kind of blunder. He's 11 seconds behind. Flyer with a good time, 101.76, Danik B 0.81. Those are not the fastest times. Danik B set a 0.72 earlier in the match. Flyer in the lead in the team scores with 32 points. Danik B with 29, JHS with 23, Doom with 16, also Fuzzy with 16, and Min with 10 points. Alright, this map point again for Czech Republic. Not really looking good here for South Korea to win a point, especially not now when Doom crashes in the start. Flyer did drop down, but still in front of one red player. In the top it's Danik B and JHS. First and second, Fuzzy at third. Min just ahead of Flyer, but can I predict that Flyer will take over that position? Yes, and Min has also crashed now. Unable to avoid those walls. Danik B and JHS keeping it together on their way to close out this match. Oh, here comes Fuzzy though. With good momentum up on the platform, will pass JHS. May be able to take a respectable second place. Danik B still far ahead. Here comes JHS though with more speed in the last corner and will take back that second place. But that's gonna be it. Czech Republic will take it. 3-0 against South Korea, winning all three maps with almost perfect scores, only losing one single round, which happened on the first map. So that's gonna be the match. Let's take a look at the group again. So Czech Republic now up to 6 points. As I mentioned, the Netherlands are... well, I guess I didn't mention it, but the Netherlands are playing against Brazil on Monday, I think, or maybe not. Yeah, Monday they will play at 9 PM CST. So yeah, if the Netherlands wins that one, then it's gonna be a fight between the Netherlands and Czech Republic, most likely for first place. Romania, I guess, still in it, so we'll see what they can do. But not looking too good here for Brazil and South Korea, especially to qualify to the playoffs. Still cool though that we see these non-European nations playing in the tournament. I think that's really awesome. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I'll be back later tonight at 8 PM CST with A-Core versus BBD. So we'll see Fussy, among others, playing against, since he plays for A-Core, I believe. But yep, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you all for watching. See ya.